Light blinking. The field stands. Peter's Investments handicap, off and racing. Two-time Charlie hit the ground first from the inside. Bounced out clearly in front from Calora. Cruise to Rio. Must be nice. And Glance set sail around them now going forward. And driving across as well shortly after is Linchpin, although very deep on the course in the early part. Now Western Miss back there fighting for ahead. So Pike's just waiting for them to drop the anchor. And then he'll stride forward and look for the lead. But he's got a bit of a wrestle on his hands at the moment with the hot pot. Now she goes up. Linchpin takes over, and quickly Western Miss goes up to sit second. Must be nice third. Glanced is now running fourth. Cruise to Rio down on the inside. The Horseman found itself 3 deep, leaving the 1,000 behind them. A length away, Calora. It's back there in the field with Shimonoseki. Then two-time Charlie, who'd got back after getting out pretty well. Statewide, Forgotten Son are right back there. Likewise, Changing Guard, Californication last of all. Out onto the side they go. Linchpin forced to quicken up a little. 3/4 of a length. The favourite Western Miss, after really ripping and tearing in the early part, running second. Over on the inside behind those, Must Be Nice, occupying third spot, follows the leader coming into the corner. The Horseman wider out, then further back behind those, Glance the centre. Over on the rail, Cruise to Rio, Shimonoseki. It now starts to work into it here as Western Miss claims Linchpin. They go past the 300. The favourite hits the lead, draws a length and a half. In pursuit, Shimonoseki, Forgotten Son, charging down the outside, but Western Miss, Sean the Persuader, she's responding for Pike. Shimonoseki keeps coming. Shimonoseki out after Western Miss, fighting, and she's finding, and Western Miss holds off Shimonoseki. Western Miss beat Shimonoseki. Statewide came late for third. In behind them, Linchpin battled away. Forgotten Son, Must Be Nice, two-time Charlie next in. Cruise to Rio, Glanced, followed by Calora. Must Be Nice back there in that group as well, pulling up. Followed home by Changing Guard, the Horseman, and last pretty much all of the way, Californication. She was simply too good for them there, Western Miss, as she continues to work her way through a bit better company. From a maiden 3 runs ago to a Class 3, and she takes this no Metro win condition race this afternoon. But not pretty in the early stages. She's got a mind of her own, as Willie Pike said after her last victory. And again, that was on display today. She probably switched off and relaxed a bit better once she got to the breeze outside of Linchpin. But she did a lot of ripping and tearing and reefing in the early stages, even under the brilliance of W. Pike. So she's got stacks and stacks of improvement still to come in terms of attractability. Shimonoseki again runs another mighty race. Statewide running on to fill third place. Fourth for Linchpin after leading. 14.8.11.4 in the time of 1:43.32. And they finished off in 36.05, bearing in mind a soft 7 here this afternoon at Belmont Park. And the winner did score by a length and a quarter, 2 1/4 second and third. So once again, Michael Grantham just holds that buffer on Team Williams in the race for the premiership. Western Miss by Gayeth from Western Pride for Peter's Investment. She's now got 3 victories from her 5 career runs. Shimonoseki by Extreme Choice, trained by Justine Erkelins, handled by Sean O'Donnell, second home, and Statewide by Tacit from Moore. Stephen Parnham in the saddle for trainer Nev Parnham. And that was pretty much the race. The favourite wins, and quaddy players there standing her no doubt 1 out. And live going into race number 6, which becomes a bit more challenging. It was nearly $7 the field earlier this morning, and a field of 15 to run at 3:58 without changes. As we join Lockie Taylor back once again downstairs in the winners' enclosure.
Thanks, Darren, as I'm now joined by winning owner, breeder, and Bob Peters. Bob, congratulations on the victory. Western Miss, she was the shortest price favourite that we'll see all day here at Belmont Park, and it wasn't exactly easy viewing, especially in the early stages. How did you see it?
No, William was trying to get her in and behind them so that she'd settle, but that didn't work.
4 runs now for the campaign. Does she need more racing to learn what racing's all about, or will she be the type of filly that benefits with a break now?
Oh, I'll have a look to see how she pulls up, but you know, there's another Saturday next week, and she's still a 3-year-old, but I haven't even looked at the calendar yet.
You have a number of nice 3-year-olds. Could she be nearly the best of them of this current crop?
Well, I think so, yes, the way she's going, but she's got a lot to learn, hasn't she?
That she does. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be for Westbound, but he was still brave in defeat in the Belmont Classic. What did you make of his run?
Yeah, very good run, considering the circumstances.
Great result here. Who's the one horse you're looking forward to in the back half of the card?
Probably just see how Great Emotion comes back.
A great result here, and good luck for the remainder of the afternoon.
Thank you.
There's Bob Peters after the win of Western Miss. Clearly a hard horse to handle for one man and one man only, that being William Pike. And reading between the lines, it sounds like it might be the advice of Willie Pike that Michael Grantham and Bob Peters lean on most in terms of what they do with her next.
Well, exactly right, Lockie. The world is her oyster. She's bred to get ground, but at the moment she's probably a little bit too brilliant. You could see there that she just wants to get her head up and over race. It was the same last start when she was leading, but gee, when you ask her for an effort, she can still sprint after probably doing things wrong in the early and middle stages. She's going to be an exciting horse of the future. In fact, she already is exciting. Willie Pike joins us now. First 200, first 400, I suppose what's going through your head is don't panic.
Yeah, well, pretty sort of a little bit like that. I sort of somewhat had cover, and I really thought if I had cover she would settle. And
you were wrong.
Yeah, I was proven wrong. Yeah, I was managed to get cover behind Paul and Lynchpin, and I thought, oh, she'll settle. But then 1 or 2 strides there, I was like, oh, this is really not good. And then the race sort of unfolded. We lost our cover, ended up still in a good. I think it's a good position for her. She likes it there. She's able to use her stride and things like that. But yeah, it's something we'll work on.
It's all X factor. It's all raw ability at the moment, which I suppose for Michael is something to work on. But for everybody else, it's so exciting.
It is, and sort of to show some grit and determination up on the speed like that. There's nowhere to hide when you're exposed, and then to rally and hold them late. Yeah, there's no way to hide it. It's a good win. So we just work on her mannerisms so that we can hopefully mould her to win a better race.
What do you think of Want to Winner's trial?
Oh, it was a good trial. He trialled really well. I'm a little concerned we've drawn one. It hasn't been the place to be so far today. If it wasn't for that, I'd be pretty confident.
That's your job. Good luck.
Cheers.
There's Willie Pike, Western Miss. Some performance as the short price favourite. She takes out the first leg of the quaddie. On the other side of the break, we'll be back for race 5 at Derby.